So you want a longer life out of your GPU? Well, let's start with cleaning. Here we have a RTX 3060 Ti I got from eBay for a PC flip. And it was, of course, in worse condition than I imagined. Ladies and gentlemen, please stop smoking around your electronics. Well, stop smoking period, but especially near your tech. When buying secondhand, it's always a good idea to test your components before opening them like I'm doing here, but this thing smelled so bad and had so much dust in it, I didn't want to spread it through the room any more than it already had. We can see the card has never been opened thanks to this sticker, which is a good thing, as it means that nobody else has been in the card to potentially break anything or try to fix issues. Most GPUs are a simple endeavor to open up, consisting of only Phillips head screws. The four you see here create a square you'll see on nearly all full-size GPUs, as this is the primary mounting point for the heatsink. Start by removing these four screws, along with any other screws that seem to attach the top plate to the rest of the card. This card only had two more at the end, but your mileage may vary. Once the screws are out, you want to tightly grip the GPU board with one hand and the heatsink and fans with the other hand, and separate with a slight twisting and jiggling manner, as over time the thermal paste could create a cement-like bond after years of heating and cooling. As you do so, be careful not to force or yank anything too roughly to avoid damage. Also keep an eye on any cable connections like these for the GPU fans. If you need to disconnect any cables, first try to grip the plastic lips here and wiggle up. If that doesn't work, carefully, let me stress, carefully and tightly grip all the wires and slowly rock back and forth until the connection loosens. Then grab the plastic base and remove fully. From here, it is really straightforward. Use a towel, cotton swab, the strongest concentrate of isopropyl alcohol you can find, and ideally an air duster to clean everything. The more you clean and the better you clean now, the better the cooling will be and the longer you can wait between cleanings. I've had mixed experiences from eBay purchases, as you're dealing with strangers selling their unwanted goods without proper sales experience most of the time. eBay is usually good about taking care of their customers, but one thing I really wish would be reinforced is the description of used items. Specifically, if they come from an excessively dusty or smoker environment. As a family who doesn't smoke, and we have almost no exposure to smoke on a day-to-day basis, the smell of cigarettes is overwhelming, especially when combined with pet dander and other dust particles from other environments. If you're watching this and consider selling on eBay, please consider the homes of others who are paying to take your unwanted items. I recommend having a spare toothbrush on hand, as they really help get into the fins of the heatsink. You can also remove most fans from a GPU with only 2 to 3 screws that you'll find under the fins, as seen in these GPUs. This will give you very easy access to the back of the fins where most of the dust buildup occurs. After it's all cleaned up and thermal paste is removed, simply apply a small pea-sized dot of thermal paste in the middle of the GPU die and reassemble the card. Be sure to place screws in the correct holes. Most modern cards use only one screw outside of the main 4, but some other cards may have different sizes throughout. Make sure all connections to fans and LEDs are properly seated, and try to fire the card up before replacing your side panel, just in case. If all went well, you're done. Your card can breathe, and thanks to new paste, you're good to game for a while to come. If you want to see a follow-up of an entire PC cleaning, leave a like and let me know in the comments below. Shout out to the channel members: Kawhi Jackson, Inner Void, Paul Deneat, Fallout Helper, The Rebel Jim, The Anthropologuy, Sean Bagwell, and to all the tacticians for getting us to 1K. I love you all. Peace.